Duterte Youth Chair Ronald Cardema withdrew his own nomination as the party's first nominee. In a notice of withdrawal filed Friday, September 13, Cardema blamed Commission on Elections Commissioner Rowena Guanzon's alleged public harassment for his decision to back out. Cardema said, quote, "The said commissioner attacked us, used her office as commissioner judge to show clear bias and to harass us daily in the media, to slander and destroy our party's reputation in public." Cardema said he was making the withdrawal a personal sacrifice so the poll body could release Duterte Youth's certificate of nomination. The Comelec First Division, which Guanzon is part of, cancelled his nomination last August. The motion for withdrawal comes after Cardema filed a motion for reconsideration, asking the Comelec en banc to reconsider the cancellation of his nomination as the party's first nominee. The verbal spat between Senator Grace Poe and Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade escalates. Last September 10, Committee on Public Services Chair Senator Grace Poe turned down a proposal for the Senate to grant the national government emergency powers to address delays in implementing projects. She said the Transportation Department was using the lack of emergency powers as an excuse for not being able to untangle the traffic problem. In the hearing, Tugade said the emergency powers would be used to fast-track procurement, right-of-way, relocation, and immediate adoption of policies and implementation of high-priority projects. But Poe said the list of priority projects submitted by Tugade's team included items not relevant to addressing traffic. In a statement to the media, Tugade lashes back, saying Poe is so full of herself, she'll go so low as to stick her nose in my position. He adds, "I serve only at the pleasure of the president, not subject to the whims, caprice, and theatrics of misguided politicians." The Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP, dismisses fears its deal with Mislatel could facilitate Chinese espionage in military camps. Mislatel is a consortium that includes the Chinese government-controlled China Telecom. Former National Security Council consultant and defense analyst Jose Antonio Custodio had earlier warned that the arrangement would allow China to siphon information from the AFP's own communication lines. Military spokesperson Brigadier General Edgar Arevalo, who blames the media for blowing up the issue, says there's no cause for concern because appropriate safeguards are in place. The military spokesman adds, the deal is their response to the clamor for an alternative telco. Meantime, presidential spokesman Salvador Panelo confirms Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana was uninformed about the Philippine military's deal with Mislatel. According to Panelo, Lorenzana will look into the deal himself. Mislatel is poised to be the country's third major telecommunications player under the name Dito Telecommunity. It is led by Davao City-based businessman Dennis Uy and in partnership with a Chinese-owned company. Saudi energy giant Aramco reassures markets ahead of the giant's mega stock listing after devastating attacks on two oil plants that may bring about a prolonged shutdown. A wave of drones struck Abqaiq, the world's largest oil processing facility in eastern Saudi Arabia, knocking out nearly half of the kingdom's crude production and exposing the vulnerability of its energy infrastructure. While Tehran-backed Yemeni rebels claimed responsibility for the strike, Washington blames Iran. The attacks effectively turn off 6% of the global oil supply, raising the possibility of a spike in prices when markets reopen Monday. Energy expert Robert Rapier says if Aramco can get production back online pretty quickly, or at least assure the markets they can, there might not be a price hike. The full extent of the damage and how long it will take to repair is still unclear. It is a major test for the kingdom's newly appointed energy minister, Prince Abdul Aziz bin Salman, a half-brother to the Crown Prince. Michelle D is named Miss World Philippines 2019. At the pageant's coronation night Sunday, September 15, she bested 39 other candidates. Michelle is the daughter of iconic beauty queen Melanie Marquez. 5 other women were crowned winners alongside Michelle. D will represent the Philippines in the Miss World 2019 pageant in December.